Where do you start with that? Absolute dominant performance for Waterford. They went 420 to 123 at Semple Stadium here, and a huge reception for Conor Bunting when he lifted the league title at the end. The first title since 2015. Cork's barren run without a title goes back all the way to 1998, and it's going to continue on for another season at least. Stephen Bennett is sensational here. He scored 2-11, 2-2 of that from play. Patrick Curran 1-3. And actually, there's a theme here within Waterford, which is some of the players that, were these becoming stars that we thought for a long time were going to be the guys to take over and be huge for Waterford. It hadn't really happened. He scored 1-3 here. Players who have looks like he's really improved. Neil Montgomery's done his tireless running throughout this game. He scored a point. Carrick Daly, I think, is a player that this was his statement day. This is the day that he became a star for Waterford. He won at least 3 converted frees that I counted. He scored the first point that Waterford got in the day. He had a man-marking job on Jarrett Fitzgibbon, who, we saw what he did against Kenny in the final. And Daly set up that goal at the end, that brilliant burst through. He was being pulled and dragged out, and still managed to set up the goal for Desi Hutchinson. So it was a fantastic performance from Liz Moorman. And if he's going to step up and be a big player in the championship too, especially with Jamie Barron being injured and perhaps not available for the first couple of games, that's a really good sign for Luke Cahill and the team he's building there. To do this without Austin Gleeson, have this many players look this dangerous? Like Jack Prendergast, he scored 3 points in what was very much a rotating forward line for Waterford. DJ Foran, he came in and got a score. Parkman, he came in, got on a couple of balls. And Desi Hutchinson was very, very quiet for a long spell. If you were told that he was going to be quiet, I don't think too many people would have said that Waterford would be able to put up 420, but they did. And realistically, they could have won this game by far more. 420 to 123 is a decent win by 6 points, but if they win by 9 or 10, I don't think that would be an unfair reflection of how they took over the game. Started all right, got a couple of scores. Hogan score put them ahead after 3 or 4 minutes. Then from the 4th minute on, Cork never led again. Or to be honest, after the 3rd minute, they never led again. And it was Waterford all the way, and it was nip and tuck through a lot of the first half. But then that burst of 2 goals in the space of a minute. The first one coming from Patrick Curran, a nice stick pass has gone in from Jack Prendergast. Such an underrated player, really. He started every championship game since Liam Cahill has taken over in those over the course of those 2 seasons. And I don't see any reason why he won't start again, even though you've got players like Austin Gleeson to come back into the team. So he put a stick pass in for Michael Kiley. And not everything happened perfectly for Kiley in this game, as it didn't happen in the semi-final either. But he fed Curran lovely, and it was just a beautiful finish low into the net past Patrick Collins. He had no chance there. A minute later, Neil Montgomery thought there was a suggestion of steps here, and Neil Montgomery's hard running all day definitely wore down Cork to some degree. But he ran through, gave it to Stephen Bennett, and he finished low. Brilliant finish. And actually, there's a common theme among all those Waterford goals. They were all finished low to the net. Not the sort of stuff that gives a goalkeeper a chance by putting it up kind of early or hand high, whatever way you want to look at it. After the goals, Cork had Shane Barrett, who ran straight at the Dacia defence. Drew a good save out of Sean O'Brien. Now, here was the problem. He put it more or less where the hurley was, so it gave him every opportunity to save it. He saved that. And, from then on, the rebound was whipped away from Alan Connolly. And Waterford took over the second half. I mean, there was that goal that was disallowed. And later on, policies were still there. It's obviously not perfect in here. But Stephen Bennett, great high catch over Kieran Joyce. Caught a couple of balls over him. Joyce caught a couple of nice ones himself. And then that later goal from Desi Hutchinson. So tune in on Monday on the show, and we'll discuss it in an awful lot more detail. And don't forget to sign up to patreon.com/Ourgame.